Almost every single day was a chance to practice, and we took as many chances as we could. Even during the pitch competition, we took time aside to really just practice, even when everybody else was up on stage.
To form our pitch, we had a couple different resources that we used. One really valuable one was the pitch workshop put on by the Entrepreneurship Center. Another resource was the Inventor 303 class. There was multiple weeks of just pitching nonstop and reformulating our pitch. Along with that, we had to read the book Get Backed, which was extremely valuable. And we also just looked at a ton of different pitches from current Silicon Valley startups like Airbnb, Dropbox, Uber.
Every day was an opportunity to practice. We were practicing anywhere from 5 to maybe 7 hours a day sometimes. And even during the pitch competition, we were still practicing. And almost every single day that we had time available, we spent together pitching.
Sometimes there was instances where it'd be 10 o'clock at night and we'd text each other like, hey, do you guys have time for a quick call? We'll just go through our pitch a couple times. And it ended up paying off. Our biggest advice is just practice your pitch. Really get to know it front and back, and know the business front and back as well. Because there's going to be times where you're nervous on the stage, but you just gotta give it your best shot because you know your business well and you know your pitch well.
And one thing to add to that as well is you want to make sure that you not only practice this pitch, for yourselves, whether it's recording yourself, but also practice in front of family, friends, and get that feedback, because the feedback is also very important during the pitch competition. If you're so lucky to make it to the end, they're going to ask you some pretty tough questions, and you want to be able to answer those questions for sure. So make sure that you get in front of as many people as you can, and be prepared for any tough questions.
And to further that, I would personally say treat it like you would treat a job. If you personally care about it, you'll be willing to give the hours that it takes in order to win. I would say the questions that the judges were asking were very tough, and they really want you to know everything about the business and how it's going to work and how you see it planning out in the future. And if there's any part that you're unsure, they will find it.
Yeah, the pitch competition, it was the major leagues. It wasn't T-ball. It was you were there with some real people, who would be your potential investors in the future, and they're going to grill you on questions. So know your business front and back, know your numbers front and back, know your projections front and back, and you'll be able to put on a good showing.
I think the most trying thing for us, at least, was the questions specifically about how you're realistically going to make money, because in the end they want to see a return on their investment. So what do you bring to the table, and what can you prove your worth? How can you prove your worth?
One of the biggest challenges on pitch day was looking at the other teams and saying, can I really stack up to these guys? But you never really know what the judges are looking for. They always have something different in mind that they're interested in, or maybe there's somebody on stage that really piques their interest. So be the best you can. Don't be the best comparing yourself to the others.
I think we were all fairly confident that we would finish in the top 3. I don't think any of us had a doubt in our mind about that.
Leading up to the pitch competition, and you could ask my mom this, I told her, Mom, I think we're going to win this thing. We were all very confident heading into this. We felt that we had a very solid business plan, very solid business, very solid pitch. We had a really clever skit in the beginning, and when we made it into the top 6, I think it was, for our second pitch for the other judges, from there I knew we were going to place top 3, and when the third and the second awards were given out, I had a feeling, I think we all had a feeling that we were going to win that thing. We were going to win the pitch.